Today, something magical happened. The communist Michael Moore, as well as other prominent actors such as the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, and Maggie Gyllenhaal, Susan Sarandon, and Martin Sheen, managed to get themselves arrested for protesting for climate change. Apparently, the charges were crowding, obstructing, and incommoding. And I want to say I really disavow. Number one is because I think they should talk about their ideology. In fact, as much as possible. And I wish everyone would hear their message. And they should crowd and incommode and obstruct as many people as possible. Because nothing changes your mind about a subject than when you're trying to get to work on time in order to avoid getting fired. And you see a bunch of Hollywood twats crowding, obstructing, and incommoding you from getting to your job. I'm pretty sure that's going to convince you to support whatever it is that they're supporting. Especially since they're multi-billionaires and clearly have the finger on the pulse about what it's like to have the life of the working class man, eh? But anyway, right, so I find Joaquin Phoenix to be extraordinary. He took a plane. He took a plane in order to get to this meeting. You know what? I'm not even going to listen to climate change activists anymore. I'm just going to act as they do. And if he took a plane to go to this meeting, I'm going to take a plane to go to London. I'm going to be like Joaquin Phoenix. Everyone should take a plane. Support Joaquin Phoenix in his decisions to take planes. The more commercial flights we're having, the better. Live like the climate activists live. Try to become multi-billionaires as they are. And the only road to it is capitalism. So more capitalism so you can also afford a yacht like Greta Thunberg. You need to buy muscle cars like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have this massive collection of muscle cars. Like, stop listening to these people. I think the system is getting them to talk nonsense. Just live the life that they do. Do what they do. Every time you look at a climate activist, go like, what did he did today? And try to replicate that. And I guarantee to you, the earth is going to cool immediately if you do that. So just stop listening to whatever it comes out of their flapping gums. Just live their lifestyle. Now, with that said, apparently Joaquin Phoenix went there to lecture people about being vegan. I really love that everyone that lectures you to be vegan, like 99% of the activists aren't doctors. Did you notice that? Right? It's like the anti-vaxxers, the people that tell you not to vaccinate. They're not doctors, but they're all about the scientific consensus. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about the scientific consensus regarding human nutrition. We humans, despite what the vegans say, because like, oh, humans aren't carnivores. Congratulations. Yes, we're not. We're not carnivores. Oh, we're vegetarians. No, we're not vegetarians. What if I were to tell you, this is a hidden secret, this is the hidden knowledge that you can only get from my channel. What if I were to tell you that there is something between carnivores and herbivores? A third type of animal on Earth. The omnivore. Someone that eats meat and eats veggies as well. I know, it was shocking. It was shocking. I remember when I was in 5th grade and I learned about this. I was like, whoa, really? Oh my God, no. It bewildered me, you know. I looked at my teacher as if he was trying to push conspiracy theories on me. And then again at med school, we learned about this. So humans should have on their plate veggies and protein. It's better to balance it in favor of the veggies. But nutrition is not like mathematics. Some people can indeed survive on a vegan-based diet. Other people cannot. It depends on the individual. Some people like milk, other people are lactose intolerant. So you know best what is for your body. No one else in this entire world can know what is better for your body than you. Which is why some people can indeed have a vegan diet and they're fine. Other people, if they try to go on a vegan diet, they feel weak. Their immune system becomes weakened. They get sick more often. They get dizzy. They reach to the point where if they go up a couple of stairs, they go and the moment they go back to an omnivorous diet, become fine again. And then they get shamed by their vegan friends. And they're like, oh, you weren't really a vegan. You know, it's like those Christians that all of a sudden become atheists. Like, oh, you weren't really a Christian. But no, in reality, it's like different people can have a vegan diet, other people cannot. So it's really interesting because I have seen the ideology being pushed that humans are vegetarian, 100%, and it's like, okay, why is there no civilization on the face of the earth that only eats veggies? Why is it that when you go into the Congo, where it's difficult to have a cow farm, why is it that the people there supplement their diet with grubs or mollusks or other insects in order to get some meat? Why is that? Why is it? Like, why don't they just eat plants? Interesting, whatever. I don't want to make this a topic about veganism. My point is that now they're linking veganism to environmentalism. And I think one of the reasons is that a lot of vegan activists are very radical. And they have a lot of free time. And they have, I guess, like an army of people to sit on the keyboard all day, do the clickety-clack, in order to push activism for environmentalism. This is my opinion, why they're now trying to link environmentalism with veganism. Because they, from what I see on the internet, I might be wrong, I'm not a scientist, but I understand the cow farts are the problem. I'm saying this with a straight face, like apparently cows eat the grass and then they fart, and the methane from billions and billions of cows are causing this issue with global warming. And on top of that, it's also the deforestation. You need to cut the plant life in order to make room for the pasture so that the cows eat and then they fart. So this is the issue, that we need to go vegan. And it's like, okay, if that's the case, why shouldn't I eat fish? Are fishes the ones that fart? Like, why do I need to go vegan? Maybe I want to eat fish. Are fishes a problem, huh? What about chickens? What about, growing meat in the factory? By the way, like, this is something that I could get behind. If scientists managed to synthesize meat and they would grow it in a lab the same way they grow plants and the meat tastes good, I wouldn't be against that. Hell, you could even end world hunger with this research. So I'm all in favor for scientists finding new ways that are more humane and don't require animals to suffer. Like, if you could literally clone vats of meat in a lab and it tastes the same and it's healthy, why would I be against it? It would be really interesting. So this is what I think these veganists should actually try to push for, because I understand the reason they want to be vegans is to avoid animal cruelty. Perfect. Then recommend people put more money into researching meat cloning process, where they literally have like petri dishes upon petri dishes where they grow meat in a lab. I'm pretty sure eventually they'll get the taste right. And then no more animal suffering. You're going to get your wish. Less global warming. See what capitalism does? Oh my God. But not to mention, like, if you're going to say that the problem with cows is that you need to take down the trees in order to have the pastures. Like, if everyone would go vegan, wouldn't that increase the need for more plants? So wouldn't you take down the trees in order to build more farms? I'm legitimately curious about that, but anyway, right. So apparently, the actor said that he is really upset that he had to take a plane there, and he can't change that. It's like, yeah, you can. I generally do not understand these activists saying that in 2019, they don't have a choice but to take a plane. Yeah, you can absolutely choose a Skype conference. I mean, we live in the age of technology. You don't have to be physically there. You can just have like this big screen behind you and your face goes up and you talk to the crowd. Why do you need to be physically there? Why is your physical presence required in current year? Trudeau +3. I don't understand these activists. Am I the only one who doesn't understand them? And why is it that they never complain in front of corporations? Why is it always like lecturing the little guy what to do? Do you think if I change my lifestyle is going to massively change the planet when China and India are polluting? Why is it that they only complain about the West, about pollution? When are they going to go to China? Like, we need more socialism to fight against global warming. Okay, China already has moved beyond socialism, is into communism. And they're the world's best polluter. Maybe capitalism is the solution. Maybe nuclear fusion is the solution. But anyway, right, so apparently the Joker won the award for Best Actor for a Motion Picture, which upset a lot of the correct people. Like, no, I legitimately believe that there are people on the face of the earth that need to be upset. And they need to get offended. And anyone who got offended and upset that the Joker won the best actor for a motion picture drama is the people that I'm talking about. So he would like to thank Hollywood Foreign Press Association for recognizing and acknowledging the link between animal agriculture and climate change. It really sends a powerful message. I never understand like why the leftists use the word powerful in order to talk about something that has nothing to do with reality. Did you notice that? Like, who on earth cares about what the Joker had to say when he won the award? Because I can guarantee to you, I can walk on the street and I can ask people about his name. Chances are, like 1 out of 20 people might know. In my country, at least. You know, maybe in America it's different. And if people know, out of all those people that know, I think 1 in 1,000 might even know what he said when he got the prize. So what powerful message are you talking about? No one cares besides you and the lady soaked in cat urine working at different publications talking about the Oscar and the nominees and all of these awards. Powerful message. You know, I noticed this very interesting. Like when you read the press, if you read the right-wing press, like Fox News, you know, the Daily Caller and other right-wing outlets, the only time they talk about power is how to limit it. But whenever the left talks about power, it's like powerful message. And almost every time, like 90% of the time, when you look at it, they actually say a statement that has nothing to do with reality. So the protests demand action by our political leaders to be taken to address the climate emergency we are in. Great. More capitalism. That's what we need to do, because less capitalism leads us to the path of China, leads us to the path of darkness. More capitalism leads us to the path of the United Kingdom, to the path of Boris Johnson, and to the path of nuclear fusion.